Hello students, let's do rational numbers exercise 2E. We are on page number 40 and we're doing questions 11 to 16. Question 11 is state true or false. And the first statement here is the quotient of two integers is always a rational number. Is this true or false? Now let's take a few examples to find out. Now it says the quotient means you have to divide, isn't it? So when you divide two integers, now integers are numbers that are positive or negative, and it can be 0 also, isn't it? So these are integers. So the quotient of two integers is always a rational number. Now let's take integer 6. This is an integer divided by 2. This is also an integer. 6 divided by 2 is 3. This is not a rational number. It is another integer. It's not a rational number. Now let me take negative numbers. Now suppose I take minus 8 divided by minus 4. So here minus and minus get cancelled. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So I have divided two integers, negative integers this time, and my answer is still an integer. It's not a rational number. Now suppose I take minus 9 divided by 5. Now this will remain like this. I cannot reduce this further. So this is a rational number. So what does this statement say? The statement says the quotient of two integers is always. So this is the key word here. It says always a rational number, which is not true. Sometimes it is a rational number like this, but otherwise it is not a rational number. So this word always is wrong. So the quotient of two integers is not always a rational number. So that means this statement is false. So let's write there false. Question 2. Minus 6 by 11 is greater than 4 by 11. Now this also let's work it out and see. So when you compare two numbers, minus 6 by 11 and 4 by 11. Okay, when we are going to compare two numbers, we have to see what kind of fractions these are. Now, since the denominators are the same, they are like fractions. So when denominators are the same, we just have to look at the numerators. And the greater numerator will make the greater fraction. So let's look at the two numerators. We have minus 6 and 4. Now, always the positive integer is greater than the negative integer. So here, 4 by 11 is greater than minus 6 by 11. But what does the statement say? The statement says minus 6 by 11 is greater than 4 by 11, which is wrong. So this statement is false. So let's write that. So this statement is false. Question 3. Minus 9 by 32 plus 5 by 23 is equal to minus 9 plus 5. And in the denominator 32 by plus 23, and they added up both and they got 4 by 55. Now let's see if this is true or false. Now suppose I take the same numbers given, minus 9 by 32, and I add up 5 by 23. Now since these are unlike rational numbers, can you see the denominators are different? I'll have to find the LCM of the two denominators. Whereas here, what have they done? They have added up the two denominators. Okay, numerators, they have added it up. Similarly, 32 plus 23, they've added up 55. That is wrong. When denominators are different, we find the LCM of the denominators to make the two rational numbers equal. So you cannot do it this way. This is wrong. So this statement is also false. Question 4. 1 minus 3 by 15 equals minus 2 by 15. So let's work that out and see. So it says 1 minus 3 by 15. Let's see how much this is. So here we have to give this a denominator 1. Okay. Now let's find the LCM. The LCM will be 15. So here this is 1 into 15. That means we multiply this also by 15. So 1 into 15 is 15 minus, it's minus there. Then go to the next one, 15 into 1 is 15. So 3 into 1 is 3. So 15 minus 3 is 12. So we get 12 by 15. The answer is 12 by 15. But here, what have they given us the answer as? Minus 2 by 15. They say that when you subtract these two, your answer is minus 2 by 15. But we worked it out and we found the answer is 12 by 15. So this statement is also false. So as we can see, all four statements are false. The first, second, third and fourth are all false. Question 12, find x. So here we have to find the value of x if, okay, they've given us an equation here. We're going to find the value of x. So let's begin. So remember that this is the left hand side of the equation and this is the right hand side of the equation. X is on the left hand side, so we're going to leave x on the left hand side itself and continue. So here this is an equation. So x is equal to, now 7 by 12 on the right hand side, we'll write it as it is. Now 5 by 8, which is here on the left hand side, we're going to move it to the right hand side. So when you transpose it to the right hand side, minus 5 by 8 will now become plus 5 by 8. So this is plus 5 by 8. So now this has become addition of fractions. So let's find the LCM of the denominators, 12 and 8. So here we can use 2. 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Again you can use 2, bring down 3, 2 1s are 2. Now we're going to continue with 3. 3 1s are 3. So let's find the LCM. LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So the LCM here is 24 and we're going to use that as the common denominator. So we're going to find the value of x. So here for that we're going to use 24 as the common denominator. Now 12 into 2 is 24. So let's multiply 7 into 2. 7 2s are 14. Plus, what's the next one? 8. 8 3s are 24. So we multiply 5 by 3. 5 3s are 15. So x is equal to 14 plus 15 is 29 and the denominator is 24. X is equal to 29 by 24. So we have found the value of x to be 29 by 24. Question 2. Here also we have 2 by 5 plus x on the left hand side and on the right hand side we have minus 2. So we're going to leave x on the left hand side. So x is equal to, on the right hand side we have minus 2. Now we're going to transpose this 2 by 5 which is on the left hand side. We're going to move it to the right hand side. So here it is plus, there's no sign, so it's understood it's plus. So when it comes to the other side it becomes minus. So it becomes minus 2 by 5. Now minus 2, let's give it the denominator 1. So now x is equal to, now this we have to subtract, isn't it? So let's find the LCM of the denominators, which will be 5. Because one of the denominators is 1 and the other is 5, so you must use 5. So let's start with the first one. 1 5s are 5, so 2 into 5, that is minus 2 into 5 is minus 10. Minus, go to the next one, 5 into 1 is 5, so multiply 2 into 1, 2 1s are 2. So x is equal to, here we have minus 10, minus 2, signs are the same, put the same sign and add up 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2 is 12 and the denominator is 5. So our answer is minus 12 by 5. Now if we have to convert this to a mixed number, divide 12 by 5. 5 2s are 10 minus 2. So what is our mixed number? 2, 2 by 5. So this will be equal to minus 2, 2 by 5. Question 3. On the left hand side we have 2 plus x. On the right hand side we have minus 2 by 3. So let's leave x on the left hand side. X is equal to minus 2 by 3. Now we're going to transpose this 2 to the right hand side. So it becomes minus 2. So let's do that. So this becomes minus 2. So now let's find the value of x. X is equal to minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 1. So then it will have a common denominator which is 3. So the first denominator is 3. So 3 1s are 3. So minus 2 into 1 will be minus 2. minus the next one, denominator is 1. 1 3s are 3, so multiply 2 by 3. 2 3s are 6. So now to find the value of x, x is equal to minus 2 minus 6. Signs are the same, so put the same sign and add. 2 plus 6 is 8. Minus 8 by 3. Now if you want to convert it to a mixed number, divide 8 by 3. 3 2s are 6 minus 2. So what will this be? 2 by 3. So this is minus. There's a minus sign, so minus 2 by 3. Question 4. 2 1 by 2x is equal to 33 1 by 3. So here let's convert this first. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is 5 by 2. X means into x is equal to, let's convert, 33 3s are 99 plus 1 is 100. So that becomes 100 by 3. Now to find the value of x. To find the value of x, we're going to leave x on the left hand side. On the right hand side we have 100 by 3. We're going to leave it as it is. And we are going to transpose 5 by 2 from the left hand side to the right hand side. It becomes division. So this becomes division by 5 by 2. So to find the value of x, we say 100 by 3. Now division changes to multiplication. 5 by 2 becomes 2 by 5. Then we can cancel. 5 ones are 5. Then 5 into 20 is 100. So now we have to continue to solve for x. X is equal to, multiply the numerators. 20 into 2 is 40. Denominators, 3 into 1 is 3. So this is 40 by 3. If you have to convert it to a mixed number, let's see how to do it. Divide 40 by 3. 3 ones are 3 minus 10. 3 3s are 9 minus 1. So what is our mixed number here? 13 1 by 3. So let's write that here. 13 1 by 3. Question 5, minus 9 by 35x is equal to 3 by 5. So this implies that minus 9 by 35 into x is equal to 3 by 5. So now we're going to find the value of x. X is equal to 3 by 5, and we're going to transpose minus 9 by 35 on the left hand side to the right. So multiplication is the operation there that changes to division. It becomes divided by minus 9 by 35. So now we're going to find the value of x. X is equal to 3 by 5. Division changes to multiplication. Minus 9 by 35 becomes 35 by minus 9. So now we can cancel. 3 1s are 3. 3 3s are 9. So that is minus 3. 5 1s are 5 and 5 7s are 35. So now to find the value of x, we say x is equal to, multiply the numerators. 1 into 7 is 7 and 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. So x is equal to minus 7 by 3. Question 13. Manish walks 8 by 9 kilometers from a place P towards the east. From there, he walks 2.5 kilometers towards the west. Find his final position from the place P. Now, we'll have to go very carefully with this question. We need to understand it. So, let's look at the first sentence. Manish walks 8 by 9 kilometers from a place P towards the east. So, the first statement is, distance Manish walks from a place P, which is 8 by 9 kilometers. It's already given to us. Let's understand with the help of a figure. So suppose we mark this point P. Now Manish has walked towards the east. That means he's walking towards the east. We'll mark this point Q, up to a point Q, and the distance that he walked is 8 by 9 kilometers. So this is the first part of the question. Now from there, that is from Q, he walks 2.5 kilometers towards the west. That means he's walking backwards now, isn't it? First he moved towards Q, now he's moving the other way towards P. Now here it says from there he walks 2.5 kilometers to the west. Now 2.5 kilometers, will it come before P or will it go beyond P? Now how do we find that out? We can find that out by comparing 8 by 9 and 2.5 kilometers. That is 8 by 9 and 2.5 kilometers. We need to see which is greater. Now why do we need to see which is greater? Because if 2.5 is greater, that means he has walked beyond P. If 2.5 kilometers is less, that means he has stopped before P. Okay, because the final question is find his final position from P. So from P, did he go further or did he stop before? So we need to find out if this is greater or smaller. So we have to compare. So before we compare, let's convert. 8 by 9 will remain as it is. Convert to 1 by 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 by 2. Now we are comparing these two fractions, and as you know, there are many ways of comparing. The easiest way is cross multiplying the numerator and the denominator. So the first numerator, 8 by 2. 8 2s are 16. Okay, I've taken the first numerator, so on the left side, so I've written 16 here. Now compare, multiply 9 and 5. 9 5s are 45. So the second numerator I've written here. Now we have two numbers, 16 and 45, which is greater? 45 is greater. That means if 45 is greater, 5 by 2 is greater. That means 2 1 by 2 is greater than 8 by 9. That means when he walked back towards the west, he has gone beyond P. He has gone beyond P because 2.5 kilometers is more than 8 by 9. This much is 8 by 9. So 2.5 kilometers more than that. That means he has walked beyond P. So let's do that with the help of a statement and a figure. So distance he walks from Q towards the west is 2.5 kilometers. And now we found 2.5 is greater than 8 by 9. This much is 8 by 9. So 2.5 will be more than that. So let's draw that. So this is 2.5 more than that. So what are all the points here? We have Q here. He started from Q. He has gone beyond P to a point which is his final position. So let's name this R. So I hope you've understood this part, children. Distance Manish walks from a place P is from P. He has moved east to Q. He has covered 8 by 9 kilometers. Now from Q he is moving towards the west. He has covered 2.5 kilometers, which is more than 8 by 9. That's why we have passed this part and we have come here. Okay, we have passed this and we have come here. Now we have been asked to find his final position from the place P. From the place P, what is his final position? So from here to here, this is the distance that we need to find. Okay, so this is the distance from P to R is the distance that we need to find. So this is the distance. This is 8 by 9. Down it is 2 1 by 2 kilometers. We need to find this portion from P to R, which is his final position. So his final position from P, how do we find it? Now if we take this whole thing, how much is this whole thing? 2.5 kilometers, and subtract only this part, which is 8 by 9 kilometers, we will get this, isn't it? Take this whole thing and remove this much, you will get only this part. That means we have to subtract. We have to subtract 2 1 by 2 kilometers minus 8 by 9 kilometers. We have to subtract these two. So let's subtract this. 2 1 by 2, let's convert. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 minus 8 by 9. So 2 and 9 are the two denominators. Let's find the LCM of the denominators. 2 1s are 2, 9. Now continue with 3, 1, 3 3s are 9. Continue again with 3, 1 and 1. So what is the LCM? LCM is equal to 2 into 3 into 3. 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18. So the LCM is 18. So So let's use 18 as the LCM here. So now 2 into 9 is 18. So multiply 5 also by 9. 5 nines are 45. Minus, let's go to the next one. 9 twos are 18. So multiply 8 by 2. 8 twos are 16. So here we have to multiply, subtract 45 minus 16. So let's do that. 45 minus 16. So here we have to borrow. This becomes 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. 3 minus 1 is 2. So what do we get here? 29 by 18. That is 29 by 18 kilometers. Now we can also convert it to a mixed number by dividing 29 by 18. 18 ones are 18 minus 9 minus 8 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is 111 by 18. So this can also be 111 by 18. 111 by 18 kilometers to the west. So his final position from P, his final position towards R will be 29 by 18 kilometers to the west or 111 by 18 kilometers to the west. Question 14. State true or false. Question 1. If P by Q is a rational number and M is an integer, then P by Q is equal to P into M by Q into M. So we have to say whether this statement is true or false. So we have to work out to find that out, isn't it? So now P by Q is a rational number. Let's say P by Q is 3 by 4, where 3 is equal to P and Q is equal to 4. So 3 by 4 is a rational number and M is an integer. What is an integer? Integers are negative numbers, positive numbers and 0. So let's take M to be a positive integer in our first example. Let's say M is equal to 7. Now we have to work this out. We have to see if the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So P by Q we said is 3 by 4. This is equal to P is 3 into M and we have taken M to be a positive integer 7. So 3 into 7 and Q is 4. So that will be 4 into 7. So now this has become multiplication here on the right hand side. 3 into 7 by 4 into 7. We can cancel 7. So what do we have on the left hand side now? On the left hand side we have 3 by 4 and on the right hand side also we have 3 by 4. That means this statement, P by Q is a rational number and M is an integer, then P by Q is equal to P into M by Q into M. We have proved it because the left hand side is equal to the right hand side when M is a positive integer. Now let's take M to be a negative integer and see. This time let's say M is equal to minus 5, a negative integer. Then let's work this out. P by Q is 3 by 4. This is equal to P into M. P is 3 and M is minus 5. We have substituted for M. And Q is 4 and M is minus 5. So 3 into minus 5 by 4 into minus 5. Here also we can cancel minus 5. So what do we have on the left hand side? We have 3 by 4 equals 3 by 4 on the right hand side. That means if M is a negative integer, this statement is true. Okay, so we have proved that the statement is true when M is a negative integer or a positive integer. Now remember, M can also be 0. So this time let's work out a sum where M is equal to 0. So this time M is equal to 0. Then let's consider this. P by Q is 3 by 4. This is equal to P is 3. 3 into M is 0 and Q is 4. That is 4 into 0. Now on the right hand side we have 3 into 0. How much is 3 into 0? Any number into 0 is equal to 0. Now look at the denominator, 4 into 0. Any number into 0 is 0. So here we have 0 by 0. That is 3 by 4 is equal to 0. It's simply 0 or as we got it here 0 by 0. So as you can see, left hand side is 3 by 4 and right hand side is 0. That means this is not equal. The left hand side is not equal to the right hand side. So in that case, this statement is false. Okay, so this statement cannot always be true. So in this case, we have to say that this statement is false. Second question, if Q is a positive integer and P and Q are co-prime numbers, then P by Q is a rational number. Again, let's go carefully and see whether this statement is true. Now, here it says if Q is a positive integer. Now, let's take Q to be, say, 3, positive integer. And here, so let's write that this statement is true. Question 15. Find x such that minus 3 by 8 and x by 16 are equivalent rational numbers. So we have to find the value of x. So here we have minus 3 by 8 and x by 16. And what do we know about these two rational numbers? That they are equivalent. That means they are equal to each other. The value is the same. So let's write that equal. Now we have to find the value of x. So we can use the shorter method where we can cross multiply 3 and 16 first, minus 3 into 16. Let's write it like that itself, minus 3 into 16. And we can cross multiply the other two also, that is x and 8. So that is x into 8. So now we can find the value of x. So to find the value of x, I'm going to write x as it is. And we have minus 3 into 16, isn't it, on the other side? Now this 8, I'm going to move it from here to the other side. It's multiplication. So now when it moves, it becomes division. Now we can cancel 8 and 16. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. Let's find the value of x now. X is equal to, multiply the numerators. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. In the denominator we have 1. So x is equal to minus 6. So we have found the value of x. Question 16. What should be added to this number to get minus 2? Okay, now we are going to substitute this with a simpler number. What should be added to, let me say 5. Okay, I'm adding a simpler number. What should I add to 5 to get, instead of minus 2, I'm writing 7. This is to give you a better understanding of the sum. So what should I add to 5 to get 7? Now I know that I have to add 2, isn't it? Now how did we get this 2? If I minus 7 and 5, 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. In the same way, let me replace this with the actual question. What should I add to minus 17 by 6 plus minus 7 by 8? What should I add to this to get minus 2? Okay, so what should we do? Just like the example sum, we have to subtract these two and write this first. So we have to write minus 2 minus this whole thing. Okay, what is within brackets? So minus 2 minus this, and then we will find the value of x just like we did in this example sum. So let's write that down. So we have minus 17 by 6 plus minus 7 by 8. Now what should I add to this? We'll keep that number as x to get minus 2. So as we saw in the example, we have to subtract. So that means to find the value of x, what do? We say minus 2 minus, now we're going to write what is within brackets. That is minus 17 by 6 plus minus 7 by 8. So now what we have to do is, we have to first work out what is within brackets. According to Bodmer's, brackets has to be done first. So let's take that to the working column and work it out. So here we have minus 17 by 6 plus minus 7 by 8. So here this is minus 17 by 6, and here because it's minus, let me put this within brackets. Now I'm going to remove the brackets. When I remove the brackets, I need to see what's the sign before the brackets. If it is plus, I can write this as it is. So let me write minus 7 by 8. So here I need to find the LCM of 6 and 8. So let's find the LCM of 6 and 8, the denominators. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, continue with 2, 3, I bring down, 2 2s are 4, again I can continue with 2, 3 and 1. This time I can use 3, 3, 1 and 1. So what is my LCM? My LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So let's multiply. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So the LCM is 24. Let's use 24 here. So 24. Now 6 into 4. 6 4s are 24. So minus 17 into 4. Let's multiply 17 into 4 and see how much that is. 7 4s are 28, carry 2, 4 1s are 4, 5, 6. So this is 68 minus 68 minus, let's go to the next one, 8 into 3 is 24. So 7 3s are 21. So minus 68 minus 21, signs are the same. So let's put the same sign and add. Add 68 and 21. 8 plus 1 is 9, 6 plus 2 is 8, we get minus 89 by 24. So let's write that here. So the value of x will be minus 2. Now here again it is minus, and in brackets we have minus 89 by 24. So close those brackets. So now let's remove the brackets. So x is equal to minus 2. Now when you remove brackets, you need to see the sign before the brackets. It's minus, so this sign will change to plus. So that will become plus 89 by 24. Now this will get the denominator 1. So now to find the value of x, how do we do it? We say x is equal to, denominator will be 24. So 1 into 24. So minus 2 into 24. 24 into 2 is 48. So this is minus 48. And here the next one, 24 into 1. So 89 into 1. So this will be 89 into 1 is 89 plus 89. So here what do we have? We can find the value of x now. X is equal to, now look at this, minus 48 plus 89, signs are different. So we have to put the sign of the bigger number and subtract these two numbers. So the bigger number is plus, now minus 89 and 48. 89 minus 48. 9 minus 8 is 1, 8 minus 4 is 4. So here we have plus 41 and the denominator is 24. So what is our final answer here? We don't need the plus sign. Our final answer is x is equal to 41 by 24. So this is our final answer. I hope you have understood all the steps, how we reached 41 by 24. So with this, children, we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.